Here, I'm gonna quickly show you guys. Here, when you press this, because this is a spring loaded inside with hydraulic oil, engine oil, so you can see that it bounces. Okay, that's what we want. But on the intake side, it's just stiff. It's a collapse. You press the intake side, you can see that there's a flex, and that's what we want. There's a bounce. And then on the intake side, it's just solid. Alright guys, welcome back. Audi A4. Here we go. 2-liter turbo. I'll be putting all these lifters back in here, installing it. It's been simmered on oil for a couple of days. Actually almost a week now. Alright, so now this is gonna quickly look at these lifters. I believe they all have different sizes. Let's see how it look. The rollers on here is fat, this is skinnier, and the housing here is bigger and this is skinnier. So those are two different sizes in here, and they have to go in a certain way. All right, so let's get started. All right guys, so you can see here, big fat one, skinny one, rollers. So the big fat one right here, those are the intake side. So the intake side will be on this side right here. Okay, so just gonna line that up like that. And then this one will be on the exhaust, just like that. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna concern about this hydraulic lifters. So this is the intake side, this is the exhaust side. It goes like this. Okay, and then when you press the intake side, you can see that there's a flex, and that's what we want. There's a bounce. And then on the intake side, it's just solid. Here, I'm gonna quickly show you guys. Here, when you press this, because this is a spring loaded inside with hydraulic oil, engine oil, so you can see that it bounces. Okay, that's what we want. But on the intake side, it's just stiff. It's a collapse. So previously, what happened to this engine, that's why I'm fixing this vehicle, is I send this head to the machine shop to change the intakes and pressurize all the valves, make sure it's sealed. And they told me that the intake valves only are bent. So because it's bent, you know, I should just change this hydraulic lifters, the intake side. This is supposed to have a play in here, so is it supposed to collapse back and forth? But this is like, it's not even moving. So I'm just gonna hold this off on this spot right here. I'm gonna change the intake lifters, but on the exhaust lifters, seems like it's fine to me. You can see here that they would collapse. So I'm just gonna change the intake lifters. The exhaust is fine. I'm just gonna keep doing the exhaust side here, find the right lifters. So it goes like that. Make sure, double check some of these lifters, because this part right here, because they break. I heard they break. So double check before installing it. Okay. Problem on this exhaust side only is only one lifters. Everything is good. There's no bounce in this one. This is collapse. Gonna double check the intake. That one's not good. Hydraulic lifters on the intake side, I'm gonna change all them because those are, I'm not gonna trust those old ones. All right, so we're gonna put this on a hold, doing cams and timing chain. We're just gonna probably work on the oil pan. So let's get started.